Oh, it's you versus time. Here we go. Tony's Topics. Like and subscribe. Hey, what if I were to tell you that in the next 5 years or the next 7 years, your relationship with your friend or your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your career, your marriage, your relationship is going to be over. Boom, done. How would you treat the situation? How would you be in the situation versus if you didn't know? So let's take marriage, for instance. You know, I was married once, and I'm happily divorced, by the way, and I wish my ex all the best. But I said to myself, how would I act if the day of my marriage, someone told me, hey, you got 10 years on this date, it's over, okay? You're gonna be parting ways or whatever. You're gonna be a widower, whatever it is, right? How would you act? How would you be in that marriage or that career if someone told you right when you started you have 7 years or you have 17 years? How would that be? For me, I can tell you that if someone told me, hey, look, on your wedding day, it's gonna be over in 9 months and 9 years and 4 months and 37 minutes, whatever, right? For me, I would have had a better marriage. I wouldn't have sweat the small stuff. I would have just been like, no problem, honey. Listen, let's not, we got a short period of time. Let's just enjoy it. I mean, I wouldn't have bickered. I wouldn't have, sweat the small stuff. Can you hear me? Like the small stuff. Like this guy. Fucking Jersey. Oh, yeah. Yo, trying to do a podcast here. Fucking people. All right. But yeah, I wouldn't have sweat the small stuff. I would have just been like, cool, we disagree, whatever. Let's just enjoy because we don't have time. I think oftentimes when we get married or we start a career or we start dating, we kind of subconsciously think that this is going to last forever and we got a long time to go. We better fucking fix this, fix that, fix this, fix that. I'm not putting up with this shit. Yeah, because I got that. But hey, you only got 2 years. Now what? How does that change when you start your career or when you start your life? Let's just say when you're born and you're able to read, when you're 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever, at 20, you're told, hey, you're only going to live till 78 or you're only going to live till whatever, 100, or you're only going to live to 42, whatever it is. How does that change how you take on your relationship with yourself? But especially relationships in marriage, friendship with your brother, your sister, your mother, your father. My mother now, my father, they're in their 80s and they're in okay health, but they're in their 80s. I like to call it the kill zone. And I get it. Anybody can die at any age. Trust me, I know. I've been to over 30 funerals, all different ages. But, when you're in that 80 zone, it's the average American lives till 78. Now you made it to 80. So I try to tell myself, especially with my mom, it's kind of almost like a weird blessing. It's like, hey, she's 80, but she really lives like she's 180, and the time is short. And my mother is a good woman. She was a good mother. She wasn't perfect, but I'm not perfect either. And I've, through wisdom, by luck or whatever you want to call it, I say to myself, you know what? This is my mother's last few pages of her last chapter. I have a choice. I can be like, fuck you, or I can, kind of bury the hatchet a little bit or bury the hatchet and just be like, hey, I love you, Mom, and no problem. Yeah, we'll go out for a coffee or whatever, not a problem. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff because I see time is really short with my mom. She's not in the greatest of health. So yeah, it's almost a weird blessing if someone tells you like, hey, on your wedding day, you only got 14 years with this person and then it's over. How would you treat that marriage then? Again, I think I'd be a lot more laid back if I could do it over again and someone told me, Anthony, you got whatever it is, 10 years and 7 months and 14 hours. Yeah, I would have had a better marriage. I would have just not sweat all the stupid shit, cool. I would have let a whole lot of shit slide, because it's just like, we're going to be done anyways. Why am I going to, waste anger on this person or be upset? How about I just look at the glass half full and enjoy the hugs, enjoy the kisses, enjoy the dinners, just because I know the time is running out. I think oftentimes when we get into marriages or relationships, friendships, we think it's going to last forever. I wish I would have been more present with friends because they either passed away or we're just not close anymore. No argument happened, but it's just type of death. We're gone. It was gone. I wish I would have been more in the moment when I had those friendships, and so it's a lesson of how, it's going to end. And I think it's almost a curse when you just don't know when it's ending because you think, tomorrow. We don't have tomorrow, so like in the Rocky 3 movie, I think, Apollo Creed tells Rocky, there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Now, train now, not tomorrow. Enjoy it. Enjoy it because you've been notified. You got 5 months left with this person, 5 years left with this person. How would that change? Or would it change? Or would you be more angry? Oh yeah, I only got 9 years with this person? Nah, I'm really gonna be pissed. I gotta push him really hard. And maybe you'll be that person. But for me, I would have been more just, no problem. But because I thought I had forever, I was, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that. You got, no, me, no. Everything was worth arguing over when in the end it just wasn't. I would have just enjoyed it more, the time that we had, just to enjoy it and just to be present in the moment. And I think that's a lesson of life. What do you guys think? If you knew you only had 2 years and 7 months left with that person that you like, or, maybe you're stuck in a job that you don't like and someone tells you, psst, you only got 17 months left here. How would that change how you work? How would that change how you treat others around you? How would that change your marriage? Hey, can you hear me? How would that change? Or would it not change? Put in the comment section below. Tony's Topics. Like and subscribe. Don't be in students. I'm out of here.